men çok vakt geçmedi. Men Azərbaycan dil götürdüm. Adam koşlar karşıdan Azərbaycan dilden danıştı. Ne bileyim danış. Men belə deyim da çok kapı açacak. Like they're gonna love you for that. You will see it. My name is Nwolisa. That's what I'm known as. So currently I'm an educator. So I arrived at Azərbaycan in 2006. Precisely 10th of March 2006. I remember that very day, it was one of those cold, windy days in Baku. One of the most famous stories, the famous question people ask me is like, so how long have you been here? And 17 years. They're like, what? Someone has been here for 17 years? When people ask me, so how did you get integrated into Azerbaijani society? I said, really, it was just me volunteering. And I'm saying this not because I'm a migrant in Azerbaijan. I think the best way of integrating is to find find a purpose for yourself. 7 to 8 years after my first arrival to Baku, I've seen Azerbaijan drastically develop. Because I teach economics, I can make a direct correlation between the government policies and how much is brought about in terms of development in Azerbaijan. So I got an opportunity to get a scholarship to study executive MBA at Ada University. After studying that, I decided that I wanted a career change. And over that period, my children started growing, and then I wanted to be part of their life, So I decided to get into the classroom. Currently, I teach. Young students. I teach economics, like I said. The Karabakh issue was very sentimental. And then coming from Africa, I didn't know about this story. I wanted to know more. I started researching. So the more I was digging into the story, I realized that, oh my God, so there's a country where 500,000 people are displaced. I think it was Kojali Day. So there was this organization that was organizing something about Kojali. And then someone from the university told me if I wanted to, participate or even, share some of my experiences researching about Karabakh war. So I went there. I was, I was happy to hear from different people in terms of their stories, the displaced persons. But also within the next 5 years, I hope I can publish at least 2 books on Azerbaijan. I have written my first book, which is in the process to be published. The book is titled Trip to Karabakh. Trip to Karabakh is coming from my previous experience working in the humanitarian and the civil society sector. And then one thing I will say is that yes, Azerbaijanis are hospitable people, which is that when you're a foreigner and you go as a guest to an Azerbaijani's house, it's kind of like they're feasting. It doesn't matter what you came for. Maybe you just came for a tea, it turns into a feast. It's a very safe country. Safe in the sense that it doesn't matter what time of the day, wherever you are in Azerbaijan, you're sure that you will be safe. People will go all out to ask you if you needed help. I've experienced that personally. Sometimes it's even borderline too much. But anyways, yeah, but you can understand that there was a good intention in that, right? Similarities with Nigeria. The similarity is that Nigerians are also very family oriented, just like Azerbaijanis, right? So Azerbaijanis, family is a big thing. And there's this whole culture of the father, the mother, the children, connected to extended family, there's the grandfather, grandmother. So Azerbaijan kind of thrives in this whole, there's a saying in English that says it takes a village to raise a child. I think that's the whole Azerbaijani concept, and that applies to Nigeria too. The first thing I would say to Azerbaijan and to Azerbaijanis is that never change who you are. continue being that safe place for people to come and then feel that they are not discriminated against. So what my advice to foreigners who come here is that, just know that Azerbaijanis, they gravitate towards people who at least show interest or appreciation to their culture, Try at least to learn the language and speak the language. Azerbaijani language is not rocket science. If someone like me can speak it, men çok vakt geçmedi. Men Azerbaycan dil götürdüm. Adam koşlar karşıdan Azerbaycan dilden danıştı. Ne bile danış. Men böyle deyim da çok kapı açacak. Like they're gonna love you for that. You will see it. People will easily. Before you know it, they're like, oh, kardeş, Navak geleceği biz, otur çay içir, they're calling you everywhere, before you know it, you've become, one of the kardeş and the friends, of a bigger cycle of people, So, again, appreciate the language, appreciate the culture, do something to make people know that, you really want to be part of that society. Do your best, do all that you can, and at the end, it's always her şey aksi olacak. It's my motto in Azerbaijan.